Okay, children. So far we did integers and fractions and decimals. So far what I have explained is from the old textbook, because the chapters are same, but in the new textbook the format is a little bit different. So once again I am reviewing integers. Most of the ideas are same, but problems are different, numbers are different. So we are going to just take a glance of integers, what is given in the new textbook. So what are integers? Integers are combination of natural numbers zero and negative numbers. It is the combination of or natural numbers, zero and negative numbers together gives integers. Natural numbers including zero are called whole numbers. So whole numbers including negative numbers are considered to be integers. So integers are denoted by the letter Z. Already we discussed this, which includes negative numbers -5, -4, -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on. So in integers we learned in the earlier class how to add integers. In 6th class also we learned this, how to add integers, how to subtract integers and how to divide integers. We learned some concept how to multiply integers also we learned. The same we are going to extend in 7th class. Some more ideas we are going to practice in 7th class. So in this class we are going to understand the process of multiplication, division, solving the problems related to multiplication and division of integers, verifying and explaining the properties of integers. In the earlier class we learnt about properties of natural numbers and whole numbers. Properties means properties with respect to addition, properties with respect to subtraction, properties with respect to multiplication and properties with respect to division. Addition, subtraction, multiplication and division are called fundamental operations. So we learned properties with respect to natural numbers and whole numbers in 6th class. In 7th class we are going to understand those properties. Already I explained you. Integers are closed under addition. Integers are having commutative property under addition. Integers are having associative property under addition. And integers have identity property under addition. And finally integers have additive inverse property under addition. Under subtraction, integers are said to be closed. That is, closure property is satisfied for integers under subtraction. That is, the difference of two integers is an integer. Similarly, we learnt properties of integers under multiplication. Integers have closure property under multiplication. Integers have commutative property under multiplication. Integers have associative property under multiplication. Integers have identity property under multiplication. And integers do not have inverse property under multiplication. And similarly, integers do not have closure property, commutative property, associative property, identity property and inverse property under division, because the division of two integers is not always an integer. Therefore, integers do not have closure property under division. All these we learnt, already I explained you. The same points are mentioned here. Next, we are going to understand real life problems related to integers. That I am going to explain you. Some problems already I explained and I am going to explain you problems related to real life situations. In daily life we come across many situations where we make use of natural numbers, whole numbers and integers. You will be going with your parents to buy vegetables, to buy some articles in the shops. Sometimes you go to purchase your dresses ready-made dress or dress material, you go along with your parents to buy all those things. Then you will be observing your parents will be giving money to the shopkeeper and he will return some money. If the total amount given by your father or mother is more than the bill amount, then the shopkeeper will return you some money. How much money is paid, how much money is returned, all this comes under addition and subtraction. Sometimes the bill may be more and you say, the shopkeeper will say, no problem, you pay it afterwards when you come back. So all these situations we come across in the real life. You will be going in a car at a higher speed, or sometimes you have to go at a lower speed. Speed is increased, speed is decreased. That all comes under plus and minus. Whenever you deal with numbers having plus or minus, then the conditions of integers will come into consideration. So that's how in real life situations we are going to understand integers. So what are integers? Whole numbers including negative numbers are integers. Integers are denoted by Z. Next, I will give you Sneha deposited rupees 2000 in her savings account. What is she did? She deposited rupees 2000 in her savings account. That means she is saving her amount in the bank. How much? 2000 rupees. So deposited in the bank means she is not spending it. She is saving the money. So savings comes under plus. If you write this as a symbol, then the answer is plus 2000 rupees. Because she is saving the money. You won't write it as rupees plus 2000. If she spends the money at some place, then it is minus 2000 rupees. So savings is plus, expenditure is minus. First one. Second one, all these come under daily life situation or not? You are depositing amount in the bank, it is a real life situation. How much money is deposited? 2000 rupees. It is in your account, it may not be in your pocket. Whenever you need the money, again you can withdraw it. Suppose you withdraw 2000 rupees, then it comes as minus 2000. So real life situation like this you can understand. A submarine is in the depth of depth of 350 feet in the sea level. So submarines will go under the water. It goes very deep in the water and there the submarines will move. Submarines are used by Navy people for safeguarding their country. India is also having many submarines. They will be in big oceans, Indian Ocean. In those, the submarines will move. In the submarines, the Navy people look after the safety of a nation. No other country will enter into the sea waters of a particular country. Their submarines are useful. It is in a depth of 350 meters. Therefore, this is also a real life situation. Submarines are real. They go underneath the water. And how much feet it is below the sea level? 350. Depth means minus. Height means plus. So it is minus 350 feet. I am using the symbol minus because the submarine is moving under the water at a depth of 350 feet. Therefore, you have to write it as minus 350. Mount Everest. Mount Everest is 8,848 meters above the sea level. So mountains are very huge, they are very of great height. So it is 8,848 meters above sea level. Above means plus. So the symbolic form is plus 8,848 meters. Why I wrote plus? Because the mountain is above the sea level. Temperature of 14 degrees below 0 degrees centigrade. Below means minus. As I said, above is plus, below is considered to be minus. If you go to some places in Himalayas, the temperature is below 0 degrees centigrade, and that too 14 degrees below 0 degrees centigrade. Therefore, the symbolic form is minus 14 degrees centigrade. As the temperature is below 0 degrees centigrade, how many zero value is there? 14 degrees below 0, it is represented as minus 14 degrees centigrade. So, all these situations we come across in our daily life. So, in daily life, we make use of integers. Some are represented with positive and some are represented with negative. So, integers are both positive and negative. What is the integer that is neither positive nor negative? 0. A number line is given on which -7, -3, 0, 4, 6. So you can start here. There some dots are given on this, which we can consider as missing integers. So here you can write -8, -9, this is -10, and this is -11, this is -6, -5, -4, -3, -2, -1, this is 0, 1, 2, this is 3, 4, 5, and this is 6. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4 is given, this is 5, this is 6, this is 7, and this is 8. So we marked the integers with respect to the integers given on the number line. Already some integers are given. If you move to the left, you got negative integers. You move to the right, you got positive integers. That also you have to observe. Now I am representing some additions on the number line. What is this? 7 plus 4. You want to mark integers because both are positive. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. You can go on marking the integers. Here we need from 7 to 4. So from 0 you want to move up to 7. From there you want to move up to another 4 integers. Now the addition is stopped at 11. So 7 plus 4 is equal to 11. So this is the idea to represent integers on number line. If both are positive, we are moving towards right. If one is positive, the other one is negative. That depends upon, first one is, suppose you have another example, -8 plus 3. -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6, -7, -8, -9, -10. Now you have to move towards negative because the first integer is -8. From 0 I moved up to minus 8. From there I moved 3 integers to the right. Then I stop at minus 5. So minus 8 plus 3, the result equal to minus 5. Like this you can add or subtract integers on the number line. Already we learned this. Just it is only a glance. Like this you have many problems. Once you get the textbooks, you can understand. Whatever you have doubts, I will explain them. No problem. Don't worry about any concept from the new textbook. Sir didn't tell this. Each and every point I will explain. No problem. You don't worry about the concepts that are any new concepts given in the textbook. I will go through it. I will note down all the points from the new textbook. If at all I have not explained any problems or any concepts, I will explain them. Don't worry about it. Almost all concepts are very easy for you. Only you have to do once again integers you have to practice. That's it. So some more problems are there. You can practice them. Write the following in descending order and ascending order. Already you know what is descending order. Greater number to smaller number is called descending order. Smaller number to greater number is called ascending order. Some integers are given. First one minus 9, minus 1, 0, minus 10, minus 6. All of you know, the more the negative value, the less the value of it. Negative integers are go on negative side, the value becomes very less. So what is the highest negative value? Minus 10. Its value is very small than any positive value. So what is the greatest value here? 0. 0 is greater than minus 1. Minus 1 is greater than minus 6. Minus 6 is greater than minus 9. And minus 9 is greater than minus 10. This order is descending order. Now you can write them in ascending order. Minus 10, comma minus 9, comma minus 6, comma minus 1, comma 0. This represents ascending order. So greater number to smaller number is descending order. Smaller number to greater number is ascending order. You can practice the rest. Now we are going to do some more additions. Calculate minus 2 plus 3. There are two integers. One is negative, the other one is positive. If you are adding integers in which one is positive, the other one is negative, it is nothing but subtraction. From the greater integer, you want to subtract the smaller integer. Forget about symbols. What is the greater integer here? 3. From 3 you have to subtract 2. The result is 1. And the symbol of 3 is plus. Therefore, the result equal to plus 1. Next one. Minus 6 plus minus 2. Here, both the integers are negative. So, here you want to add the integers. 6 and 2, sum is 8. And the symbol of both the integers is minus. So, the result is minus 8. We did all these problems in the earlier class. We are just recollecting them. 8 minus of minus 6. We learned that also. Minus of minus. In integers, minus of minus, it becomes plus. 8 minus of minus, it is plus 6. And the value equal to 14. Like this, you have some problems in the review exercise. You can practice them. Just I am giving you the idea how the new textbook is given. So the concepts are same, only they are given under different headings. Calculate, real life situation, like that. So but the ideas are same. Already we practiced many problems in integers. I will give you one more problem. Minus 30 plus 58 minus 38. How many integers are given? 3, out of which 2 are negative integers and 1 is positive integer. Add the negative integers first. Minus 30 minus 38, it is minus 68. The sum of minus 30 and minus 38 is minus 68 plus 58. It is equal to, now 68 is negative, 58 is positive. From 68 if subtract 58, it is 10, and the final answer is minus 10. So like this you can do many additions and subtractions in integers. The temperature at Siachen. Siachen is a place in Himalayas where you find very cold. Himalayas are said to be colder parts of India. In that, some places are very cold. Normal people cannot live there. In those areas, our military people are working and they are safeguarding our country. So they are doing their duties, which we have to respect all the time. We have to respect our soldiers. So that is very important in our life, because they are safeguarding our borders with other nations, so that other nation people not supposed to enter our country, and our great India is protected by our great soldiers. So this is another, you will be learning all this in social studies. Who is protecting, what are the borders of our nation, what are the neighbor countries, that you are going to understand in social studies. So the temperature at Siachen at 5 a.m. is 10 degrees below 0 degrees centigrade. 6 hours later, it had increased to 14 degrees centigrade. What is the temperature at 11 a.m. So this is the problem. So the temperature at Siachen is given to be 10 degrees centigrade below 0, or 10 degrees below 0 degrees centigrade. So below 0 means, already I told you, it is minus. From there, after 6 hours, the temperature is increased from minus 10 to plus 14. So you want to add those two, and you want to find what is the temperature at Siachen at 11 a.m. So temperature at 5 a.m., whatever be the place, is equal to 10 degrees centigrade below 0. It is equal to minus 10 degrees centigrade below 0. Therefore, you want to represent it with minus. Temperature increased to 14 degrees centigrade. 6 hours later. So that also we made. 6 hours later, temperature is increased to 14 degrees centigrade. Therefore, temperature at 11 a.m. This is the temperature at 5 a.m. How much it is? Minus 10 degrees centigrade, which is a value showing negative integer. From there, the temperature is increased to 14 degrees centigrade. So after 6 hours, so 5 plus 6, it is 11. So we are finding the temperature at 11 a.m. is equal to minus 10 plus 14. So the temperature at 11 a.m. in Siachen is how much? 4 degrees centigrade. So the temperature is increased from -10, from there it is increased to +14, and the total value of the temperature at 11 am is 4 degrees centigrade. I think you followed. This is also a real life situation. We are calculating the temperatures at colder places in Himalayas. The temperature at 5 am is 10 degrees centigrade below zero, therefore it is -10. From there, after 6 hours, the temperature is increased by 14 degrees centigrade. Finally, the temperature at 11 am is 4 degrees centigrade. Next, a fish was 16 feet below the surface of the sea and went down another 17 feet. What is the position? What is the position of the fish now from the surface of sea? So, if you observe, a fish is at 16 feet below the surface of the sea. So, already it is in the water at a depth of 16 feet. Below the surface means under the water, that is below the water, below the surface of the sea, 16 feet. So, first step we start with first position of the fish is equal to 16 feet below the surface. Therefore, we can write it as -16 feet. Further, it went down is equal to how much feet it went down? 17 feet. So, went down means -17 feet. Therefore, position of the fish below the surface of sea is equal to -16 plus -17. Already it is below the sea level 16 feet, and again from there it went again 17 feet below the water. Therefore, -16 -17, if you add these two, the fish is at -33 feet below the surface of the sea. So, here both are negative integers. So, all this we can consider problems from our real life situation. Children, like this we are going to do some more revision in integers, and then I will take up revision in fractions and decimals also from the new textbook. I think all of you are following the classes. Now, today I discussed the integers from our new textbook. I think most of the concepts are already familiar to you. Only the way of questioning is different. Rest of the ideas are same. We know the properties. We did addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. So, children, hope you are all following well. If at all you come across any doubt, already I told number of times, message me on my WhatsApp number so that I will explain your doubts. I will go through each and every point from the new textbook. According to that, I will explain all the concepts, and I hope you all will follow the classes regularly. Thank you, and we continue in the next class.